Sergeant Randy Stewart, Randy Stewart. Just to let you know a briefing of what occurred so far, what we have this morning or this afternoon. Early this morning, our officers took a report of a stolen vehicle. It was near the area of 91st Avenue in Glendale. Later, some of our detectives located that vehicle here near an apartment complex near 63rd Avenue in Citrus. Our detectives went to make contact with the occupants, which was a person in the driver's seat and a person in the passenger seat. The driver, or the person that was in the driver's seat, is now been identified as a 15-year-old male. The person in the passenger seat has been identified as a 16-year-old male. When officers went to make contact with both occupants, they contacted the driver, the person in the driver's seat. That suspect told them that he had a gun in the car. And then the officers told him not to reach for the gun. As another officer went to go hands-on to take him into custody, a little struggle ensued. He broke away, reached back in the vehicle toward where the handgun was at, and that was when one of the other detectives shot at him. He actually stopped for a moment and then continued back towards the handgun again when the officer did another round, shot some rounds at him. The officer did strike him, and the detectives on scene immediately tried performing life-saving efforts. Fortunately, that 15-year-old was transported to a local hospital where he was later pronounced dead. I can tell you that the 16-year-old was taken into custody without any further incident, and the gun was located in the vehicle in a cubby right next to the driver area. Anybody have any questions?
We're seeing Buckeyes showing up. Do you know why Buckeyes are there?
Yeah, so anytime that we have an officer-involved shooting in the West Valley, we use the West Valley Incident Response Team, and that is made up of multiple agencies that will conduct officer-involved shootings or critical type incidents. In this case, it's going to be Buckeye that will be leading the investigation in this.
Was the body cam active, or was there a body cam present?
So we're still trying to figure out exactly what we have available. A lot of our undercover capacity detectives do not have body cam, but we do know there was at least one officer, so we still got to see exactly what was on body cam, what view they had to see what exactly is there.
So can you clarify that the sprinklers threw me off? Someone's equipment over there. Okay.
I'm sorry, what part?
It was a detective who shot, so he did not have a body camera on.
Right, the detective that was involved in the shooting did not have a body camera on him because he works in an undercover capacity.
Okay, and then I see that there's surveillance videos all around the apartment complex. Are those working? Did this catch the encounter?
So I don't know exactly what's caught. We are still going to get any of the videos that are in the area, download those videos, or upload them to our system where we can view them. But that's going to be a little bit later into the investigation when we can actually see that.
So was the 15-year-old ever taken out of the vehicle, and that's when the struggle ensued, or was it all inside of the vehicle?
It sounds from what my understanding is that he was out of the vehicle and they went to take him into custody, and then he was reaching into the vehicle to where the gun was located at.
You know, I just have to ask, a 15-year-old is dead, shot by police. Where on the call list is a stolen vehicle a priority for detectives right now?
So, I mean, anytime that you have a stolen vehicle, unfortunately, there's a lot of crime associated with stolen vehicles. A lot of people are dealing with weapons. We've had like drive-by shootings where they've taken stolen vehicles. So a lot of times you see stolen vehicles involved in other type of crimes also. So they're very dangerous for us, which is why we'll usually do some type of high-risk stop where we could try to do our best to safely take those people into custody. And that's what these detectives were trying to do. They waited for the right time. They used different vehicles for cover when they made contact to try to best create that situation to take him safely into custody. Fortunately, though, again, he reached inside, was reaching toward that gun as officers were breaking away from officers that were trying to arrest him.
Was it a real gun?
So we have not taken the gun out of the vehicle yet. I can tell you from looking inside, it looks like a real gun, but obviously they're going to set up a crime scene. They'll wait, slowly process that crime scene. It'll be later when we're actually able to determine exactly what it was. And
Do you know if police had any prior history with the 15-year-old who shot?
I don't know for sure what the history was on him yet.
How many times was the victim struck you?
I don't know. I do know it was multiple times, but I don't know how many.
How many officers fired the weapon? Just one?
One.
What time was the vehicle reported stolen, and what time did this shooting end up happening?
I don't have the time of when the report was taken. I just know it was early this morning. It was just after 1:30 p.m. when the officers went to make contact with them.
Was the passenger in the car, if you could just clarify, 17 or 16?
16-year-old.
we expect another briefing later today?
No, this is the only one that we'll have tonight. We'll try to follow up further information tomorrow and see if there's anything else that we have to provide.
Have you been able to notify the 15-year-old's family? Are you in contact with them already?
Yeah, we've been in contact with them already.
So it was just them two in the vehicle?
What's that?
It was just the 15 and the 16-year-old in the vehicle?
Yeah, it was just the two in
And
the vehicle.
16-year-old was in the back seat.
No, the 16-year-old was in the passenger seat.
Okay.
The 15-year-old was in the driver's seat. All right, that's it. All right, thank you.